going on, everyone? DSP here, and welcome to the weekend preview for June 5th, 2011. This is actually going to be a very special weekend preview video because in it I'm going to talk about all the games that are coming out in June, especially the ones this week, because this is probably one of the biggest gaming weeks of the year, to be completely honest. So, here we go. First, a quick recap of what I did in the past week. Played a couple games, finished off The Witcher 2 when I got back from UFGT, which was a fighting game tournament in Chicago, Illinois. That footage is over on DSP Street Fighter. When I got back, like I said, I beat The Witcher 2. I continued to play LA Noire, and at this point, I am now pretty much near the very end of the game over on Red Dead DSP. I also played the new game, Hunter the Demon's Forge. That full playthrough is on DSPGaming. And then yesterday, John Rambo came over. We did a new episode of Smart Guys that's up on John Rambo Presents. We also did a channel update, but we also did a full playthrough of Dead Nation on the PS3. That was one of the games that was offered for free as part of the Welcome Back Fan Appreciation Program from Sony as a kind of an appeasement for having PSN down for so long while it was hacked. So, that is what is currently up, and also I want to let you know what I did today. Today I actually went to Waterbury, Connecticut for a local, small-scale Marvel vs. Capcom 3 tournament. Now, as you know, I have not been playing that game whatsoever, so I did alright. I beat a couple people and I lost to a couple people. I did not, win the tournament or anything like that, and far from it, very far from it, because I don't play the game. But I did get some pretty good footage of the tournament, and I'll be uploading that tonight over on DSP Street Fighter if you're interested, so check that out. Also, here's what I'm planning to do tomorrow, because Tuesday is traditionally the day of new releases, so tomorrow what I want to do is tie up some loose ends. I'm thinking I'm going to do the next episode of Back to the Future, which is episode 3, Citizen Brown. That's now up on PSN, and I have downloaded it, and I want to play that. They did not upload episodes 4 or 5 yet, which is kind of weird because they're supposed to. Like, episode 4 should have been up at the end of May, and episode 5 should be released in June, and that's the last one. But for whatever reason, episode 4 is not up on PSN yet. I have no idea why. They're probably lagging behind because they're basically a month and a half behind because of what happened with PSN being hacked. So, I will be doing that tomorrow on DSPGaming, and then I'm hoping, again, I'm not 100% sure because I'm not sure how long the end of LA Noire is, but I'm hoping to finish LA Noire tomorrow. So that way, kind of all the leftover stuff is completed at this point. No one will have to worry about a cliffhanger ending for LA Noire, why didn't I finish it, or anything like that. I'm going to try to finish it now. Keep in mind, there are 2 DLC cases for LA Noire that I've now finally been able to download. I'll probably be doing those at a later date over on Red Dead DSP. At this point, I'm in no rush, and it's really a shame that Sony took so long to get the PlayStation Store back up that I wasn't able to play those cases during my regular playthrough of LA Noire, but them's the breaks, okay? So that's tomorrow. So, first thing I want to do before I talk about the rest of this week, I want to read to you, this is the full list of games which I reserved at GameStop when I went there last week to pick up Hunter the Demon's Forge. Now, outside of all these games that I'm going to mention here, I just want to let everyone know there's a couple games that I already had reserved. One of them was Duke Nukem Forever, and another one was Dungeon Siege 3. So I already have those games reserved, and so those aren't going to be on this list, but I will be playing those this month. And just so you know, Duke Nukem Forever, I'm getting both for the Xbox 360 and the PC. I'm actually getting the Balls of Steel edition for the Xbox 360. For whatever reason, they didn't seem to be offering it for PC at my GameStop. They tried to reserve that one, and they couldn't do it. So I said, you know what, give me both, because I'm sure my fans eventually will want to play it on both anyway. So that's coming up next week, Duke Nukem Forever. But anyway, here are the games that I have now reserved for the month of June, okay? Green Lantern, Infamous 2, and I tried to reserve the Collector's Edition, but when I tried to do it, they said, well, it's out in a week and we probably can't do it anymore, but they said they're going to try to get me one anyway, so we'll see what happens with that. Shadows of the Damned, Red Faction Armageddon, Transformers Dark of the Moon, Alice, Madness Returns, Child of Eden, Fear 3, and Call of Juarez the Cartel, okay? Now, for this particular week, the games that are coming out this week are Infamous 2, Green Lantern, Red Faction Armageddon, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition expansion, that's actually coming out. And to clear up some confusion, yeah, there is a date, an officially released date of June 26th. That is not for the DLC version of the game. that is actually a retail release of Arcade Edition for people who do not already own Super Street Fighter 4. If you already own Super Street Fighter 4, on Tuesday there's going to be a DLC on Xbox Live, and then at some point, whenever they decide to fucking put it up, there's going to be a DLC for PlayStation 3 where you can play Arcade Edition on, with your retail copy of Super Street Fighter 4, so that way you don't have to totally rebuy the game again. So that's coming up this week as well. And then I'm unclear whether or not Shadows of the Damned is coming out this week. I'm very unclear on that because I've seen 3 different release dates for the damn game now. I saw this week, I saw later in the month, and then I saw like July. So I have no idea when the game comes out. Whenever it comes out, I'm getting it and I'm going to play it. I just have no idea because I can't get a definitive answer from anyone. So the bottom line is this week I have at least 4 major releases to play. And since I'm going to pick and choose, I'm definitely going to start with Infamous 2. Very highly anticipated, especially for me. I loved Infamous 1. And I definitely want to jump into Infamous 2 before I get caught up in anything else. So on Tuesday, you will see on DSPGaming the beginning of my playthrough of Infamous 2. I will also be getting, as I said, the DLC for Anniversary Edition, Super Street Fighter 4 Anniversary Edition. And over the course of this week, I will be playing that game over on DSP Street Fighter. And what I'll be doing is, I'll be trying out the new characters. I'll be investigating some things with the characters who I used to play with, like Hakan, who have now dramatically changed. I'll be doing online. Yes, I will be doing a shitty online play. I'm going to try it out, even though I'm sure they didn't fix anything. I'll still do some online play to get some practice in. And I might do some arcade mode playthroughs for the new characters so you can see their endings and stuff like that. Challenge mode for those characters as well. So it'll be interesting to say the least. New footage of Street Fighter 4 coming up for the first time in quite a long time over on DSP Street Fighter, starting on Tuesday and then going for the length of this week. Now, once I beat the campaign of Infamous 2, yes, there is going to be a create your own game mode. I'm not too concerned about jumping into that right now because there's so many other games. Probably after I beat Infamous 2, the next game I'm going to start is Red Faction Armageddon. And then once I beat that, I'll probably do some Green Lantern. And then depending on if Shadows of the Damned comes out this week, I may or may not be playing it this week, okay? But the bottom line is, an absolutely jam-packed week full of content. This is also E3 week, okay? So all during the course of this week, there's going to be all kinds of press conferences going on, all kinds of information coming out regarding E3 and all the new games this year. I'll be monitoring that, and I will actually be doing a video with John Rambo this weekend on Saturday where we're going to do an E3 roundup, kind of like what we did last year. So that will be coming later this week. Also, John Rambo will be coming on Saturday, so there'll be a new episode of Smart Guys on Saturday. And then, I'm trying to think any odds and ends here. On Sunday, there's actually at a local LAN center, well, I'm sorry, not a LAN center, it's actually a gaming center, but it's mostly actually for things like Magic the Gathering and card games of that sort. A friend of mine and a couple other people, we're putting our heads together, and we're actually going to start having fighting game gatherings at this place from 12 to 5 p.m. on Sundays, probably like every other week or something like that. And that's very close to me, this gaming center. There's a hair in my mouth. It's very close to me, this gaming center, and it's cool because rather than have to worry about trying to have people over my place to play games, now once a week or once every couple of weeks there will definitely be an opportunity to practice fighting games. And we're going to be doing Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, probably primarily because it's the newest game. I will be dabbling with Marvel 3, but I'm probably not going to play it too hardcore. Honestly, I don't really like the game that much, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to play it. I will play it every once in a while for fun, so that's going to be there. And probably Mortal Kombat 9 as well. So 3 big games we'll be playing there, and I'll be taking footage there, and Howard and Chris Doyle are going to try to stream some of the footage from that venue on don'tblowthis.com. More info as it develops. And just so everyone knows, there was some problems. There was supposed to be a stream today at that Waterbury tournament I attended, and there was a lot of hardware issues. There's a lot of things going on. So the stream was up for a little while, but not for as long as it was expected to be. And unfortunately, at that point, since it was always going up and down and they were messing with it, I didn't really tweet about it or say anything about it because it wasn't up to speed. It was a test run is really what it was. It was a test run to see if they could get it to work. Eventually, they did get it to work. It just took a long time. So fingers crossed that the stream can actually work next week at this LAN center, or not LAN. I keep saying LAN center because I forget that there's like gaming centers who actually do card games and stuff like that. So more on that as it develops. I'll give you more information about how you can follow along with that as it gets closer. So Okay, so that's it. An insanely jam-packed week. I can't wait. Next week is going to be just as jam-packed with even more games. Duke Nukem Forever, Alice Madness Returns. Every week now it seems like there's going to be a handful of major releases, at least for the entire month of June. So this is a really insanely interesting month for gaming. I'm excited. I hope everyone else is. I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on some of these follow-ups like Infamous 2 and the new Red Faction Arcade Edition. Later on in the month, obviously the new Transformers game was made by the same people who made Transformers War for Cybertron, so everyone has high hopes for it. Alice Madness Returns, which is a sequel to a game that's 10 years old and was PC only. Duke Nukem Forever, which has been something like 13 years in development. That's going to be insane. If you haven't seen footage of the demo, I actually did play the Duke Nukem Forever demo on Friday to massive views, so check that out. It's a 4-part demo and I absolutely loved it. Fear 3, I liked Fear 2 a lot. Fear 3, looking forward to trying it out. And some original stuff with Child of Eden, which actually is a Connect Motion game, and also Call of Juarez the Cartel. I've never played any of the Call of Juarez games, so it'll be interesting to play this one that takes it into the modern times. So, okay, that is it. Thanks a lot. Remember, new Marvel 3 footage going up tonight on DSP Street Fighter. Tomorrow you will see the new Back to the Future Episode 3, Citizen Brown on DSPGaming, and the conclusion of LA Noire on Red Dead DSP. And then gear up for Tuesday because we're going in hardcore, alright? So I'm DSP. Thanks a lot. This has been the Week in Preview, and I will see you for some cool gaming playthroughs this week.